Remember, you're a tiger, kid! A tiger! That's using your head. Strategy. Don't worry, kid. It'll heal.
New Super Punch-Out, only for Super NES. Get smart, or get knocked stupid.
You're the king, I tell you! The king!
All right, here we go. It is time for the special circuit on Super Punch-Out. This is a game I didn't love growing up. I played it here and there, but I never fell for it like I did the NES version.
Well, I didn't even know this game existed until like a year ago.
Yeah.
Like, I only knew about the NES Punch-Out.
Yeah, so this game, I'd given it a try multiple times, and then I was working my way through it, and I poloed Mega Man 29. I was like, man, this game just doesn't feel as good to me. And he's like, dude, stick with it. It's one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. And fast forward like 3-4 months later, and it is now one of my all-time favorite Super Nintendo games, which is one of my favorite consoles ever. So you know I've got a lot of games that I like on that console that are badass. So we thought it'd be fun to show you the way through this special circuit. There's some nuances, and Joe Wallace popped into the live stream where I Know Death ran this, and he's like, you know what? I've never got this game done. So I felt like the special circuit was kind of where the rubber meets the road.
Yes, that's when stuff starts to get really hard.
So it's on you to get yourself there. And the way to get there is to go 4-0 in each of the circuits that precede this. Then it unlocks the almighty special circuit. So here we go. We're going to walk through how to beat this bad boy. And it's not a perfect run, but I feel like I've got it down pretty good. So,
ooh.
Good old Narcis Prince. This guy, the name of the game here is you got to be able to hit him in the face. And he does everything he can to protect his face. So you have to wait
his face
until the time is right. And he'll give you that opportunity. He'll also give you a couple other things here. And I can't even remember how well I did on this run, so we'll see. So you got to dodge these initial punches, and don't throw a face punch because he'll always block it. So just hit him in the gut. Then he's going to do this blinky, and he goes high. Now coming out of that, that's a little bit of a secret. After he goes high, throw some low punches, and you can get some more hits in that you normally couldn't. After he throws an uppercut, I'm a little behind here on the narrative, but after he throws an uppercut, you can hit him in the face. You can gut punch, hit him in the face.
20 seconds and he's down already.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to keep up with this game because these matches go really quick. So after he rages, he comes back down to earth, and he's back into the same pattern. Throwing his low punches. Okay, now there was an uppercut, so you got a low punch and then high punch. And then he got me there, so I lost my special.
Well, that's cool. So your special builds up.
Yeah, it builds up because of consecutive
and there's
hits,
no stars like regular stuff.
And then you don't lose it when you use it. You can keep it until you take a hit.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty much it on him, honestly. There's not much
the narcissistic prince.
Yeah. There's high. Now you low punches right after he goes 1, 2, 3, I believe, and then boom, right in the gut.
It looks like he's wearing it looks like he's in high school and he's wearing like a high school, jersey.
I think that's what the response this game wanted you to get, because then you just want to beat his ass.
You just want to. He's like the jock that you want to kick.
He's like the Zach Morris of the high school basketball team.
Zach Morris.
Whoop his ass. He's getting all the chicks.
Yeah, he's done.
Some people have problems with him, but he's really not that tough. There are people that are way better at this game than me, so this is by no means the almighty walkthrough, but I just figured this may help someone out there get through this game. This guy was the hardest guy for me to beat. It took me forever to beat him. So he comes right out of the gate with 3 high jabs with his staff. So block, dodge to the left, and then you'll go for the strike.
Here's one thing that I just want to bring up. This is a boxing ring. Why does he have a stick? That's one thing that has always bugged me about this guy.
Yeah.
So let's find out.
Yep. So just be ready.
He's crazy.
Be ready. High. Wop. Dodge, then punch. Now, with this guy, you have to alternate your punches. There are certain characters in this game you have to do this with. He's one of them. You have to go right, left, or left, right, left, right, left, right. Then he goes 3 lows and a high. Then he throws just a jab. Now watch the backhand coming. Boom.
Ooh.
And you got to duck. You got to pull back there.
I feel like that's a tough move to learn.
But that sequence right there is always consistent. After that, I could be wrong, but I think he gets a little bit he does kind of whatever he wants to do. But I think if you can get through that first wave, you're going to be fine. Now he just goes up to the corner, and then he throws the jab, and you want to dodge to the adjacent corner.
Okay, that makes sense.
But sometimes he'll go up to a corner, and then he'll fake, and he won't come down. But whenever he comes down, there's enough time. Whenever he starts striking, just dodge to the adjacent corner. And then you'll be able to left, right. Now we're back into the same Same deal here.
I just can't get over it. I'm like, dude, just fight fair.
Yeah, put your
You
staff
knocked him
away.
down in 43 seconds, and he was still fighting with a stick. So that's pretty impressive.
He's the toughest guy, but you just really got to know, is he throwing a high staff or a low staff? And then, if you get that initial knockdown, I feel like he gets exponentially easier after that. So he is a pain in the nuts, though. Like I said, this guy was the toughest dude in the game for me. And I beat him in 43 seconds. So I didn't give you a lot there, but hopefully I gave you enough to go with and start working your way through them. Yeah. The cool part about this game is once you unlock the circuits, you can just go to those circuits and practice
Yes, you
them.
don't have to beat the whole game or enter a code.
Yeah.
Up next, Rick Bruiser.
Rick Bruiser. So this guy is very... he took me a little bit. I haven't watched a lot of people beat this game. This is just how I do it. So I'll kind of walk you through the way I got this dude done. Here he comes. He's an idiot. So I always throw low punches on him. I feel like you can get more, just quicker hits in, build up your star meter faster, and then I throw high star punches.
Right there. Whoa.
Now, after you throw a star punch, you got to watch. So you'll throw one. Boom. Here it comes. He immediately throws a right hook.
Or
a right jab, yeah. That situation right there, pause it here. I don't know if we can back it up from here, but what he does, when you see this animation, when he goes up for this elbow drop, wait until he's like at the peak of his animation and then dodge to the left and hold it. Otherwise, your guy will recenter and you'll take the final blow that he throws. So there is a way to dodge just dodge and then re-dodge. It's so tough. So this is the way to do it right here.
Just hold it.
So watch. I wait until he about strikes.
Okay, yeah, you hold. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And I feel like that's going to be a tough thing to get used to because usually you want to get back in the action.
Yeah, and this guy, it's a weird thing to explain, but he's not a left, right type of guy that you have to punch. However... pause it again. You do have to look at the angle he's at and punch from that side. So, like if he lands and then he punches and he's over here, if you strike this way, you'll never hit him. You want to strike on the side that he's leaning to. So again, but once you make contact, you can keep drilling with the same hand. But it's not... It's just unique with him. And there's a couple guys in this game that kind of have that same mechanic. So by the time you get to him, you should be kind of prepared for the logic that goes behind that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Boom. And then high punch, dodge.
Yeah, immediately.
You have to. He does it every time.
Boom.
Boom. Coming with that freaking
yeah.
right jab or hook, whatever you want to call it. He kind of comes a little bit over the top, so I'm going to kind of call it a hook. He doesn't really wind out, but...
Boom. Is he down? Oh, no, he's getting back up.
Yeah.
7! I love the way they say 7 in this game.
But yeah, I love the gut punch on him for the standard punches. Boom, he's done.
59 seconds. What's crazy about this game is I feel like the matches, if you know what you're doing, are a lot shorter.
They are.
You know what I mean?
This game is... I think there's a little bit more nuance to this than beating Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, but this game, once you figure it out, I feel like it's quite a bit easier than that game.
Yeah, because Mike Tyson, you're still struggling with... I wouldn't say struggling, but you don't beat him every time.
Well, the analogy I would use is you can never finish Mike Tyson's Punch-Out and say, like, dude, I just beat the shit out of Mike Tyson. Like,
It's always a fair fight.
You even if you have a clean run, you don't... It took you, at least from what I know how to do, into the second round. It was a war of attrition. Dude, you can beat Nick and Rick Bruiser in, like, under a minute. Easy.
Yeah.
So you just feel like you beat the shit out of them. You never get that feeling in Mike Tyson's
Kind of
Punch-Out.
satisfying,
Yeah.
and I wish you could get that with Mike Tyson.
That's the one thing about this game that I love is, like, man, that super punch, when you just land it, it feels like you just knock the fuck out of somebody, It's really cool.
All right, the champion, Rick's brother,
Nick Bruiser.
I like how it doesn't tell where he's from or his age.
Yeah. He's
a secretive dude.
Parts unknown. I think it's because he's on so many steroids. And you watch the corner here, fucking stretch his neck. Yeah, he's totally greased up.
Look at the way he walks like a robot.
So, okay, this is important here. Go ahead and pause it. I'm going to kind of go through it because it's too fast to keep up with. So when you come out, you can get 2 quick hits on him. Maybe you can get more, but I always just stick with 2. Now, from this point, he's in this zone where he's going to throw a high punch and you can get 3 hits. Or he's going to throw a low punch, and you can get 3 hits. I have the best success when you throw the same height of punch that he's throwing. So when he throws a right and they're quick, they're snappy hits, dodge, and then 1, and you have to alternate hits on him. This is an alternating hit guy. 1, 2, 3. And then when he throws a low, 1, 2, 3. If you can nail this section down, you're going to be so better off for this match. And this part isn't consistent. He does not have a consistent pattern of when he throws high and low punches. But if you can get a few star punches in here, which we'll get to it, or super punches, I should say, in here, you're going to be so much better off. But you got to be careful on this super punch. You're safe in this section, but beyond this section, we have to be analytical about it. So let's go ahead and roll the footage. So got the high punch.
Yep.
2, 3.
So you can see what it is because he just dodged it.
Yep, and then
okay,
1,
boom.
2, 3. Now I got him there on the...
Ooh. Okay. Ooh, you're using a special punch.
So you can get a special punch in here because it's a okay.
Ooh.
Yeah, no.
That's a funny move. What did you do there?
So let's back it up just a little bit. So now he jumps. Now watch his feet. When he jumps, sideways dodge to the left, and after he misses, I immediately duck. Because he goes whoosh,
Yeah,
and then he goes
comes
whop,
in.
whop, whoosh, whop, whop. And you want to dodge, duck. Now, let's pause it again. These super punches, this is super important. You can only get a super punch landed on his long hit duration. So, that first wave we were in, you can hit him 3 times. After that cycle where he does the elbow thing and then the boom boom, or the uppercut and boom boom, you can only do the super punch. So that's a long cycle, but you can only do it early in the cycle is what I found. So meaning after you dodge, you get 1 hit, throw it, because if you go 1, 2, 3 and try throwing it, he's gonna dodge it.
Yeah, too much time.
And then beyond this, you've got to become really aware of what type of punches allow you to have 2 hits, because the ones where you're only allowed 2 hits, he will dodge your punch and he's going to wreck your ass. So don't throw your super punch. You got to be able to get 3 hits. And on the ones that you can get 3 or more hits, you got to get 1 hit and then your super, because if you go beyond the 1 hit, he's going to be able to dodge it. Does that make any sense?
That makes
Okay.
sense. Boom, he's down.
Got him stonewalled here. This game's a tough one to like teach because it happens so fast. This game's quick.
It's so quick.
So that was a 2-banger.
Yep.
See, 2. I'm not trying to. I could have maybe got him there, but 1, 2. Wham, super.
Boom, yep.
Because it's a long cycle. I'm not even going to try him on these short guys. And he knocks me down here. Maybe he already did. I think he already did. But I lost my no hit or no knockdown run against this guy. I almost got this game done in the no knockdown, but
That's impressive.
this cycle, you either beat him before it happens, or there's nothing you can do to get out of it.
It's kind of like Mike Tyson when he's punching you, and you have to just absorb it and take
Yep,
the hits.
and you gotta
but I
take-
feel like he's taking a lot more health than Tyson does.
Yeah, for sure.
So if you're low on health going into this part, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah. And I was so close to getting it done. He
Yep.
got me in the
There's-
ribs. I was
yep.
1 hit away, dude. 1 hit away.
What's cool about Super Punch Out is when they go down, can't you rebuild your health back
Yes,
up?
and you can't do that
Yes, you can't do that.
in the regular punch out. So regular punch out after the first round, you just tap select, and it'll give you a 1-time boost going into the second. This game, you just button mash.
And anytime.
Yeah, anytime, and it refills your health.
Boom. Down again. That's 2.
That's it.
Oh, that's it?
No, it's not. Dang, I thought that was 3 times. Too much yakking. So I wasn't as close to the no knockdown as I thought. Okay, that's the other thing. So if he blocks a punch, he'll drop an elbow on
And then
your
you
hand,
can't
and
use
you
that
can't
hand.
use that hand.
Which
So
sucks.
then you're only dealing, because it's a right left guy. You can only get a right or a left in, and you don't have that opposite punch. You just have to wait it out.
Boom.
Now he's back in that cycle at the beginning. That's how I know. These are the punches from the beginning. That's how I know I can throw that punch. He's back to throwing that quick bang, or that quick. And when you see those, he recycles that beginning loop that you get in at the beginning of the game. So
And that's how you beat that.
yeah, so it's a really fun game, guys. I know, in particular, Joe Wallace in the stream was like, hey, I got Mike Tyson's Punch-Out down. I've never beat Super Punch-Out. If you can beat Mike Tyson's Punch-Out, there's no reason you can't beat this game. And I think that the differentiating factors of this game from Mike Tyson's Punch-Out are what drove me away initially. I was like, man, it seems a little looser. I didn't love the like translucence aspect of the fighter that you're controlling.
That's a weird view.
Yeah, but man, I tell you, I'm so glad that I got pushed by a friend to keep playing this game because I freaking love it. And it's a game that, like, it's not even about keeping my chops up, which is where Mike Tyson's Punch-Out is for me now. I've played it so much that now, like, every couple weeks or month, I throw it in. Like, I gotta beat it to make sure I'm staying sharp. I literally have so much fun playing this game. I've played over 300, 400 matches in it.
Insane.
And I love it. I love it. It's really good. And it's so cool to find a retro game that you kind of dismissed and even took some shots at and shit on that now is one of your favorite games on the console. I mean, that's awesome. And that's what, like, doing the retro gaming thing is all about.
That's what's so cool about gaming. And you know what else is cool? Beer. Let's talk about this beer. 5-pound hammer by Level Brewing Company. Fun fact, we've been here.
Yeah, well, we have been here. And another fun fact. I will fun fact your fun fact.
Ooh, double fun fact.
This beer was gifted to us by Joe Wallace, which is the guy that prompted us to kind of do this type of a deal because he needs to beat this game. So thank you so much for the beer, Joe. This beer is an IPA, so I think it's only fair.
Hazy IPA.
That you started off.
So first off, before I tell you my review, I just want to tell you what it says on the can. So there's a chart back here that says hoppy, malty, bitter, and sour. The hoppy meter is at the very top.
It's like a video game. If you were in a create a wrestler type of thing, you would slide the dials.
It's at 10 out of 10 for hoppy. So I was like, yes.
Yeah.
And you were like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was scared. But for being a hazy IPA, it's not that hoppy. I think it's really good. It's really enjoyable. It's not the best hazy IPA I've ever had, but it's still enjoyable. You know what I mean?
I really like this beer. This is a hoppy hazy IPA.
Is it? I can't tell.
Like most hazy IPAs, I feel like are more balanced than this. This is a little bit more bitter. I can taste the hops for sure, but it's not driving me away. Like, I enjoy this beer. If I were to go into their brewery and I knew they had this on draft, I'd maybe grab a stout or a Hefeweizen if they had it instead. But I would not hesitate to pull the pin on getting this beer.
But if I'm buying the first round, I'm getting two.
Yeah, for sure. And so I'd probably be forced to drink one anyways. But I like it. And I love the can art. I love the Donkey Kong theme, the 5-pound hammer.
Yeah, it's really cool.
It's really neat. And we've been there before, which is neat. With Hair of the Dog.
Hair of the Dog, which is kind of cool.
Man, this is a good beer. I wouldn't say it's like a world-class beer, but this is a very good IPA.
It's very enjoyable. Yeah. It's very, like, you can't see through it. It's very thick.
Yeah.
It's very cloudy.
Oh.
And I think a lot of people would like this. Like, I know you said it's kind of hoppier, but if you want to try...
Don't let that scare you.
Yeah, if you want to try getting into IPAs or getting into these IPAs, I think this is a good one.
Well, the thing is I know what you're looking for in IPAs, and I do feel like hazy IPAs are soft comparatively.
Well, they're for the masses.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to say that. That's not a negative thing, because I love hazy IPAs.
Yeah. But I know, like, when you get them, a lot of times you'll be like, it's not as hot. You always wish there were more hops, basically, is what I'm getting at.
I'm a freak.
And this is, it hits my button of like, thank you, sir. I will have another. So anyways.
Yeah, and it's my hammer all the way.
Yeah, guys, this is an extra upload here. We didn't plan on this episode. We just happened to get the No Death runs done on a live stream, and we figured, you know what? If one person out there beats this game and comments in the comment section, thank you so much. This helped me beat Super Punch-Out. This upload was a win.
Worth it.
Absolutely. We always appreciate you guys tuning in and subscribing to the channel. Keep gaming, keep drinking. We'll see you next time right here on Gaming Off the Grid. And go get Super Punch-Out done. Psh, psh, psh. Tried giving it a go many times over the years, and I just was like, it's not as good as the first one. He's like, dude, give it a chance. Yeah,